One thing that is constant in life is change. Why does it scare us? One thing that is constant in life is change. And I ask the audience, why does it scare us? My personal story. After 22 years of knowing exactly who I was at work, I woke up one morning, no title, no team, and no certainty. I had made a decision to start over after 22 years. To start over from a paid employment that gave me a title, that gave me benefits, that gave me entitlements. Imagine a job that paid your holidays, a job that paid your rent, a job that allowed you flexibility to now transitioning into the well-known world of self-employment. And standing right there, something unexpected happened. Fear. Not the dramatic type. The quiet one that sits in your heart and says, what if this doesn't work?
No.
And standing there, I started to realize something even uncomfortable. And it was the unknown. Was it in the future? The unknown for my new beginning was already here. In my adult life, like it was mentioned, I worked in kitchens. Kitchens that run in-flight catering operations of 3,000 meals a day. High pressure environments, chaos, dealing with erratic market pricing, timing, and the sometimes insane expectations of your customers. So uncertainty was the order of the day. It was normal. This coupled with staff shenanigans. Excuse me. The trailer fell on the road. Excuse me. Rain fell. Excuse me. Drama every day. But the thing was that the issue with the uncertainty wasn't the problem. The problem was the chaos. Chaos arising from no structure. Chaos arising from lack of internal preparation. And here I was, in the middle of making the most important decision of my life. And I was wondering, is this chaos going to follow me through my new season? And I started to believe the lie that we are told about fear. That fear is the unknown, not knowing what the next step is. I was looking for clarity. I was looking for confidence. I was looking for certainty. But the truth of the matter is that clarity will not come without courage. And certainty will not come with its own movement. So there was fear, there was uncertainty, there was, again, what I feared the most, chaos. And I started to think, what feared me most was not the unknown. What feared me most was I ready for my new season? So I changed the question. And I asked myself, what do I have to be to become? And this changed everything. This changed my focus from waiting for outcomes to building capacity. And I started to realize that what I was looking for, was it certainty? What I was looking for wasn't confidence. What I was looking for was peace. And I literally took the word P-E-A-C-E. It became my survival framework for my transition. So I took the P in peace. And I said, prepare, Osaretin. Prepare your family, prepare your community, prepare your finances, prepare your network for your new season. That was P. For E, empowerment. How do I empower myself for this new season? And what comes after E? A. Acquire new skills, society. Because I was humble enough to realize that my past experiences may not deliver, may not be relevant, may not be adequate for my new season. So I listed what are the new skills I will need for this new journey. And I went for them. And C was courage for me. I knew I had to bank up courage because there'll be times when you are transitioning, where you would hear, I told you this will not work. There may be times where you will say, oh, the result is not justifying the effort. So I said, I will recognize you when I get there. And I banked up courage. And then the E became exhale. Osaretin, exhale because you are prepared. You have empowered yourself. You have acquired the skills. And when those times come where you're not sure, you have banked up courage. So this story doesn't necessarily just apply to changing a job. For some of us sitting in this audience today, we are transitioning from something. Or we may transition sometime in the near future. Maybe from being single to being married. Maybe to parenthood. Maybe to starting over. Maybe a breakup. Maybe even just reinventing yourself. Do not be dragged down by fear and chaos. Today's theme is finding X. X is not about capacity. X is not about certainty or clarity. X is about capacity. The capacity to adapt to your new season. The capacity to respond to your new season. And even more importantly, the capacity to rebuild for your new season. So wherever we are now, in our journey of life, anytime there's a need for you to change or transition into a new season, remember peace. P, to prepare. E, to empower yourself. A, to acquire the skills. C, to bank up courage. And E, to exhale. And I will add another E, to enjoy the ride. Ladies and gentlemen, the unknown is not what breaks us. It's chaos that does. And the answer to chaos is capacity. Thank you very much, everybody. My name is Osaretin. I'm the Food Biz Doctor.